Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. Sorry to get you up so early. 3 a.m. here. We are on our way. We're leaving to go to Tennessee. We're going to see our friends Dave and Steph and deliver all the stuff we've been gathering up for them. The pups are all secure, snug as a bug in a rug back here. Kelly's taking the first shift of driving. I didn't sleep that well last night in anticipation of going. So we'll show you some sights along the way, and we'll let you know when we get there. We're going to push through, do 15 hours today, and make it all the way there. So come on along. 3.5 hours in, we're being treated to a beautiful Midwestern sunrise out here. We are just about ready to leave Nebraska into Iowa. We're going to be crossing the Missouri River here at Nebraska City, but we're only going to be in Iowa very briefly. We're right here where Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri come together. Just missing the northeastern corner of Kansas. Crossing over the Missouri River. Beautiful this time of day. And then now we should be in Iowa. Welcome to Iowa. Now, I don't know why they call this the Midwest. It seems a little far east to be called the Midwest. Midwest, I would think, would be like Colorado. But maybe it's because the United States is called like a Western country. Maybe that's it. There's the sunrise over Iowa. So now that we're in Iowa, we're going to be turning south, heading down the eastern side of the Missouri River in Iowa very briefly, like we said, and then we'll be in Missouri pretty quick here. And we're headed to Kansas City on the Missouri side. Most people don't know there's two Kansas cities. You got Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, which is on either side of the Missouri River. There are several cities that do that, like Memphis is another one. You have Memphis, Tennessee, and Memphis, Arkansas. And I believe they're on either side of the Mississippi. Useless information. Gas is only $2.99 a gallon here in Iowa. My California friends are going to be super jelly over that. 4 hours in, I'm taking over the driving. Kelly's giving the pups some water there in the back. Ruby's a dribbler.
Welcome to Missouri. Third state for the morning.
Well, that 20 minutes of Iowa about wore me out. I tried to get a little shut-eye in Nebraska, but it never fails. Just about the time I'd fall asleep, we'd hit a pothole the size of a Volkswagen and it would scare me to death and wake me up. Very frustrating. But Kelly's a real good driver. It's easy to sleep when you got smooth road.
Welcome to Kansas City. Don't blink. Woo. Another one of them potholes.
Now we're in Missouri, and that's what people from out of town call it. But if you're from Missouri, I believe it's pronounced Missouri. Just like when you go to New Orleans, they call it Nolans. You got to be from the area. Is this the Missouri River again?
This is the Missouri River.
Look at the city from here. Nice waterfront.
Stinks though.
Got a little slowdown here just outside the city, and let me tell you, all we can smell very pungent right here is marijuana. Crazy, just going down the highway. It's like there's a giant marijuana farm growing here.
In 1,000 feet, keep left to continue on US Highway 71.
Is it legal in... Well, I was not impressed with Kansas City. From the freeway perspective, it was very dirty. There was graffiti everywhere. There was even a big billboard for crime scene cleanup, so it must be big business in that town. Going back across the Missouri River again, like they're rebuilding this bridge. Lots of workers. There she is. Lots of rock in this part of the state. Looks like about 6 inches of topsoil, and then everything else is rock.
Keep left to stay on I-70 East.
We got lunch at Hardee's. That was called Carl's Jr. back in our area. We don't have those in our area, so we stopped. It was enjoyable. Missouri River yet again. I don't know how many times we need to cross the Missouri. Here we are in St. Louis, Missouri. There's the town there. There's the arch there in front of us. So we're taking the exit off the highway. We got to go over the bridge. We're going to be crossing the Mississippi here pretty quick.
Keep left at the fork. Continue.
All right, we're heading up the Martin Luther King Bridge.
Right, then turn right.
On the other side of this bridge is Illinois. See if we can get a better shot of the arch here and the Mississippi River. Looks like the old muddy. Pretty murky looking water. Alright, we're 9 hours into the trip and we're officially in Illinois. And until I met Kelly, I always said Illinois. I pronounced the S on the end, but she corrected me. She's from Illinois originally. So we're going to skirt the bottom side of Illinois, southern Illinois, and then we're going to dump down into Kentucky after a while. If we see anything on the way, we'll show you. Ruby kisses. Well, we're almost out of Illinois. Kelly's taking a double shift at the wheel. I was hoping to drive and then she would do the last part in the dark, but she might drive all the way, I don't know. Got my peanuts in my Pepsi, so we're back on the road. Alright, we are crossing the Ohio River, which is the state line. Look at the cool barge there.
Welcome to Kentucky.
We're crossing over into Kentucky as we cross the river. Pretty cool. And that's a big river. Looks like a dredge barge there. Kelly's phone already said, "Welcome to Kentucky." Now it's official. This is state number 5 out of the 6 that we are going to be in today. When we get to Tennessee, that will be number 6. So we got about 100 miles to Nashville. We'll show you Nashville as we go by. Alright, we're crossing another waterway here.
Tennessee River.
Tennessee River. Some more barges down there. Does that mean we're in Tennessee? Nope. This is the Cumberland River. Now down here in Kentucky and Tennessee, they have a different pronunciation of some of their towns than most everybody else in the United States. They're doing it the right way apparently though, because they're native to the area. But any town that ends with Ville, V-I-L-L-E, like Knoxville, Louisville, Greenville, Nashville, it's pronounced Vol. So like Greenville would be Greenville. Louisville would be Louisville. That's the way they pronounce those towns. So if you want to sound like a native, you got to use the Vol. We passed a road a ways back called Husband Road, and I asked Kelly, I said, I wonder if that road where you go to find a husband or keep a husband, and she said probably go to dump your husband, you know, like Earl has to die. You wouldn't dump me, babe, would you?
I don't think I could lift you.
Well, that's a plus. Put on the pounds, boys, so they can't lift you. Well, now we're officially getting 0 miles to the gallon, just north of Nashville. Kelly's navigation thing says it's an only 11-minute slowdown, but this looks like it's going to take a little more than 11 minutes. Well, we've officially added a couple hours to our drive today. According to our clock, we are now sitting at 14 hours, and Kelly's phone saying it's another 3 hours to our destination. And I don't know how long it's going to take to get through this parking lot we're in right now. So it's turning out it's going to be a longer day than anticipated. Well, we made it through the slowdown. Apparently all it was the 2-lane highway going down into 1 lane because they were striping the road. But we were in that for, my guess, would be about an hour. But we're moving again. Just crossed the Tennessee border finally. So we got about 2 hours and 20 minutes to our final destination. We'll see what Nashville looks like at night, all lit up. So we were originally going to eat with our friends at their place, but it's getting so late that we told them just go ahead and then we'll eat leftovers tomorrow. So we found a Wendy's along the road, which is another restaurant that we don't have locally to us. So what did Tim McGraw say? Another supper from the sack, a 99-cent heart attack.
No, it's $5.99.
Oh, it's a $5.99 heart attack now. That's more expensive. So back on the highway after dinner, it looks like we've got about 2 hours. And after harvest, I always measure things in loads of corn. So we've got 1 round trip load of corn to go till we're where we need to be. All right, folks, there is Nashville, Tennessee, dead ahead. Lots of traffic. Downtown Nashville, Tennessee. All lit up. There's Nissan Stadium. I think that's where the Titans play. some kind of big arch thing over there. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it costs a lot. Now, since we moved, Kelly and I really don't drive in traffic anymore because we are small town Nebraska and we love it that way. So when we get into these big cities like this with the rat race, it immediately reminds us of being back in California. And everybody out here is driving like they're playing a video game, and if they wreck, they get another life pop up and they can just take off again. Pretty darn crazy white knuckle driving, and we don't care for that anymore, so we'd rather be in our little small town. Now, I must say, St. Louis and Nashville appear to be so much cleaner and nicer than we saw Kansas City. You really don't see the trash and all the graffiti and all that. Not much else to see on our route, so we'll see you when we get there. All right, folks, we did make it. 18-hour drive yesterday, almost 18 and a half. But we made it to Tennessee. We're having coffee with my buddy Dave. Stephanie's still in bed. You'll see her later. We got some shenanigans planned here in Tennessee. We got more friends coming. We're getting the band back together. Oh, yeah. The dogs are out running, loving it. Brandy and Ruby are exploring the property. Ruby's way down there by the tractor shed, loving all the new smells. Ruby Roo! We're going to forego the tour on this video because we're going to talk Dave into giving us a tour of the place, their little homestead here. They built a house on this place out in the country. Beautiful. So we'll show you that. But till next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and join us for some of our shenanigans here in Tennessee.